Hey, hi. Damn. Anyways, hey, hi, hello, happy Black History Month. So, oh, you see my face like a little spider web, right? It didn't look right the first time I did it, and I got sad, and I started crying and banging my head against the wall, and I was rolling on the floor, jumping up and down, throwing a tantrum, doing all this and that.
Oh, you sound like you slow.
Because why? Why couldn't you do it right the first time? Anyways, so because it's October, we're gonna be doing something spooky. It's not spooky, but it's about me dying. Who would want that? Who would want that? Without me, what would y'all do? The first story takes place in a dentist waiting room. This was early COVID, right? It's daytime. I'm trying to give you like a scenery. I'm in the waiting room, right? Waiting for something. Obviously, it's a waiting room, not it's a waiting room. Mind your business. I don't even remember. I'm in the waiting room. Mind your business, okay? Windows in front of me across the room. And then there's this door. There is someone at the door monitoring everyone, making sure they have a mask on. This guy comes in. He looked dangerous. This guy was tall, looked like he had people in his basement. He had a secret, and that secret is he had someone chained up in his house, right? He just looked disheveled. But like I said, there's a person at the front of the door just watching. He come in, no mask on. The lady's like, "Hey man, where's your mask?" He don't know where his mask is. He wants to come inside of this establishment and breathe on anyone and everybody. He wants to breathe good. I want to breathe good too, man, but hey, long story short, the lady's not letting up. She's like, "Listen, you're not coming inside of here without a fight. No, you're not coming inside of here with no goddamn mask on." I don't really know what she said. I can't hear that far, but I'm assuming by their body language, he was mad because he cannot come inside of this establishment without a mask. She's like, here's a mask. No, I don't want that mask. So now, while I'm watching this, everybody is just looking outside, looking at their feet, twiddling their thumbs and everything else. Me. I am watching this all go down. This man is potentially going to harm us now because this lady said you can't come in here without a mask. Me personally, if I was that lady, I would have said, "Hey, keep your hands where I can see them. You can come in here." Because I'm not getting shut up. I'm gripping the handles of the chair I'm in because I feel like I'm in danger. This man reaches down into his pants pocket and his jacket and pulls out a pew pew. Y'all are gonna get it. And I'm not. It was a bathroom right around the corner. I was going to stand up with the quickness. The only thing these people would have been aware of, because they were not aware of their surroundings, have seen me stand up and run in that bathroom. And I would have told y'all a story. I was like a camera. I seen the whole thing go down. Nobody else was aware of their surroundings. This guy just came in mad because he was not allowed to come inside without a mask on. He starts causing a scene, making a ruckus. Nobody else is aware of it except for me. That lady at the door, that security, because that's what she was. She was a security guard. She was a security guard because she saved our life. She saved my life. If anything were to go down, news people would have came and I would have been the only survivor because I would have been hiding in that bathroom. Yes, if I would have saw that man reach down into his pocket, into his pants pocket, his jacket pocket, anything, that would have been on y'all. Long story short, nobody can convince me that man did not come there with a purpose. That man came there to do some damage. Moral of that story is be aware of your surroundings. Always look for exits. Always look for a hiding spot. Y'all could have jumped behind the desk with the secretary. Y'all could have ran the bathroom with me. I would have let some people in the dang bathroom. I wouldn't have been selfish and let y'all in there get popped and everything else. I would have let y'all come to safety because I'm not a weird, rude person. The moral of story number 1 is to be aware of your surroundings. If you're in the shower, lock the bathroom door just in case anybody break in the bathroom and try to get you. Imagine somebody coming up in your house and trying to strangle you while you're in the shower. No, not me. I'm not about to see no goddamn shadows through the shower curtain. None of that. No. And if I do see a shadow or hear a little noise, I'm punching the shower curtain. Whoever is behind that shower curtain is just gonna get punched. That's just it. If you ever go into a restaurant, you better know all the exits, hide in the bathroom, hide in the table, outside, jump out a window, just in case anything happens. You just gotta be aware of that kind of things. You can hurt anybody with anything. So moral of this story, be aware of your surroundings. That's it. Yeah. This story takes place a very long time ago. I was outside on the backyard porch with my brother, minding our own business, and a small child comes over. This child was about 5, however old a child is to learn complete sentences but not start school yet. Them kids that just be around touching stuff for no goddamn reason. The kids that just be having snot and boogers on their upper lip. Them type of kids. Yeah. However old that may seem to you. Yeah, I'm gonna say this kid was like 6, 5. He was not no goddamn 6. I don't know how old this kid was. Look, I'm trying to give y'all a goddamn description and stuff, right? So this little kid, he walks across this big old yard just to come and stand in front of me and my brother. And we're not rude. We're like, hey, it's a kid right here. It's somebody's child is right here. He came over like he has something up his sleeve. He did not have no type of shirt on, but he still had something up his sleeve. He was holding his hands behind his back. You know what this little kid had? A fork. And me and my brother we're literally looking at each other and we're panicking. He thinks we're playing with him. He's like, hey, they're scared, but they're smiling. Is this entertainment? This is entertaining me. Is it entertaining you guys? Because you guys are laughing. This fork makes you guys laugh? Me and my brother were scared because we're thinking this little boy is going to stab us. If he came over with the intent to take us out with this fork. I never got stabbed with a metal fork, but I know it hurts. I know it does. I thought I was going to die that day by a 5-year-old. A little kid would have hit an artery, a vein, something. I know, doctor, he would have hit something and I would have died. Imagine getting stabbed with a metal fork. And then the worst part is that if he would have stabbed me, it wouldn't have been soft. He would have used all his might. Kids don't know any better. Maybe that doesn't really sound like a scary story. Just put yourself in the position. A little kid comes over. He has a fork behind his back. You can't say, oh, did you guys say no? Don't do that. He's a kid. You think a kid doing something he's not supposed to, you're like, no, don't do that. We're not his parents. He's going to think we're playing. He's going to do it because he wants to. No, don't do that. No. If you put yourself in my shoes, you would have been scared too. Moral of the story, you're never too young. You wouldn't expect a little kid to hurt you. You wouldn't expect a little kid to almost take you off this planet. It'd be the ones you least expect. And I'm here to tell you that right now. On that day on, he could have become a serial killer. Would have killed us at the age of 5 and been like, you know what? That was kind of fun. This next story takes place at school. I almost got at school. I was at gym in the pool. We're swimming. What else do you do in the pool? Anyways, I was in gym in the pool. Everyone's having fun. The teacher is telling us, you know, all right, guys, we're gonna do something else. We're gonna practice doing the stuff that I taught you, right? So I believe he told us to do something. I believe it was streamlining. So we're supposed to get on our tummies, right? So we're supposed to push ourselves off the wall. The push is only going to do so much. It pushes us, right? And then we start, whatever. I don't know, bro. I just know how to float. So he tells us to do that, right? So I'm participating. I'm doing it. I am trying my best. I do it, but I don't. The thing is, when I did it, when I tried to swim, maybe I didn't push far enough, right? And so like my face is down, like my face is in the water, right? My face is in the water. I kicked. Maybe I didn't kick so far. Maybe I didn't paddle my arms when I stopped streaming, right? I just laid there. And then I panicked and then I started flailing around. I couldn't stand up. Like I was literally sitting there fighting for my life. I was face down, going like this, fighting somebody. Probably hit somebody in the leg. I'm sitting there fighting the damn water. Oh, child, girl, don't do that again. I'm sitting there fighting for my life. I tried to fight the water. I probably hit somebody in the leg. Teacher is just standing there. I know he was watching it. Everybody else is streamlining and swimming. And then you see me fight. I just said don't do it again. And I just did it again. Fighting for my life in this water. About to drown. I know he saw me fighting for my life like I was in the Titanic. That's it. Something went wrong and I almost died. You probably is like, girl, you could have just stood up. You're right. I could have just stood up. But you're not thinking about it like that. You're not thinking about your face down in the dang water. Just stand up. It's hard to just stand up. The water is so tall to you. The water's like shoulder is shoulder height to me. I'm not thinking just stand up. I could possibly sink. You know what I feel like happened? I feel like everybody was in on it. I was supposed to streamline, right? And I put my head down. The teacher says like some type of code word. He says go. When he sees me face down in the water, he says go. And everybody swims to me, pushes me down, and I start fighting for my life, right? Then they go back to swimming. That's what I feel like happened. You know that movie Little Man where he's in his crib and then like the bad dude, he comes in and he hits him with a baseball bat? That's what I feel like happened. I feel like they pushed me down in that damn water, trying to drown me for no reason. And then they went back to normal. I look up and everybody's already down there. That is what I feel like happened. You cannot convince me otherwise. I feel like that should not be a thing. And if swimming in school is a thing, make the water like 3 feet, 3.5 feet. And then there's little people. Imagine being a little person. How tall are they? Like 4 feet? And having to swim? What do? Do they like take some water out and put in a little kiddie pool and you just gotta do it on the side or something? That is crazy and ridiculous. I could have drowned myself. I could have been like, you know what? I'm tired of this school. I'm tired of this class. And just sunk myself. I could have went crisscross applesauce in the bottom of that pool. I could have drowned myself. You know how hard it is to drown yourself? Y'all ever tried to drown yourself? I have. It's not very easy to drown yourself in the shower. I don't know, maybe I was just bored, but eventually, long story short, you come back up. You can't do that. Seeing how y'all did me? Yeah. Is this loud? The next story is a story about how I got lost after school. I'm not gonna tell the whole story. It's something I should not have done. It's 8th grade, after school. Allegedly, something was supposed to happen after school. Somebody was gonna get their ass beat.
Not me. Certainly not I.
It was about to go down. It was about to be a brawl. Something was supposed to happen after school, and the teacher found out. And so whenever stuff like that were to happen, they just changed where we got dropped off at. They're like, no, let's just drop them off here and not tell nobody. Hey kids, you guys are going to be getting dropped off at this place instead of your usual bus stop, right? No, not right, wrong. We get dropped off and I don't know where to go. I get dropped off at this strange place.
The ghetto!
Everyone else is getting in their little walk home groups, going this way, going that way, going into that alley. This strange man's like, hey, you know where to go or whatever? He's like, yeah. He just got kidnapped. Me, not going for it. Me, I try to find my way home. Start walking behind this group of people I see on my regular walk home schedule. So I'm thinking, hey, they have to live close to me. I'm just gonna walk behind them because they'll lead me to a familiar area that I can just walk home from. I did not want to walk in slow motion behind these people and have them, because they were looking back, and have them keep looking back like, why is she walking behind us? What is she about to do? Is she about to sneak attack us or something? No, I just want to get home. I don't want to follow you. I have no intentions of hurting you or doing anything. I just want to get home. I get dropped off at this bus in this weird alley, and I'm looking around like, I don't know where to go. So I'm walking behind this group that are already walking slow as it is. So then I'm like, you know what? I don't want to make it seem like I'm following them. So I just start hitting corners. The first corner I see, I turn it, because I don't want to make it seem like I'm following them. That may sound stupid, but that's literally how I think. Turned a corner, kept turning corners. I was outside for an hour trying to find my way home. It was hot. I just kept getting further and further away from home until eventually I'm like, all right, cut the crap. I want to get home. I go inside of a store and I ask to use the phone. Like I'm a little kid. Don't know where my parents are. So I asked a stranger to use their phone. That's what I feel like it was like. I go inside this store and I say, I'm lost. Can I use your phone? And then one of the people, they're so concerned. They're like, what happened? Like, this and this, where are you supposed to be? Oh, what happened? Why did this happen? This and that. And I'm just like, hey man, shut up. So I call my father and I am just in distress. Like, it is hot. It is so hot this day. I don't know how else to tell this story. I got lost. My dad came and got me. I've been outside for almost 2 hours. I go to the restaurant next door. I may or may not have drunk some of the sink water because I was so thirsty. It was warm, but I was thirsty. I felt like I got stranded in a desert or something. I drank the warm sink water. It was good at the time, but after I got home and there was actual bottled water in the fridge, I felt disgusting because I was just stranded and drunk this bathroom sink water. I couldn't help myself. Later on that night, there was a storm. A bad storm. A storm that knocked over trees. You know how hard wind has to be to knock over a tree? You know how big body trees are? Imagine a tree falling on you. You know how hard the wind has to be to knock over a tree. That's actually crazy. Where does that wind come from? Long story short, the tree, something with, listen, it was a storm. It was a storm. So that being said, if I did not get rescued, but if I did not ask for help, I don't know what would have happened to me. So yeah, that's literally it. That was my four stories about me and how I could have died, my near-death experiences, and the lessons that have came with them. Goodbye.
Oh! Shout out to everybody. I had fun.
I gotta be good.
Nah, I forgot.
They told me to be good
TF,
tonight.
dot, I'm out this
They
bitch.
told me to be good
Ha!
tonight.